a smaller populated nation has a lot of world-class lifters.
It has, and we have 3 of them here tonight.
270 for his opener. His best, 283.5. His best in this weight class. He was previously campaigning in the 83 kilo class.
So he's opening only 13.5 kilos below his own world record.
His training has been fantastic.
It has, and especially, as you say, on the deadlift.
Oh my goodness, wow. I think that world record's in danger.
I think he's in danger on his second.
Yeah. Second attempt, I think you thought that was probably going to be the second attempt.
His trainings look fantastic. The travel and the cut don't seem to have hurt him too much.
These New Zealand lifters who have a great travel, multiple time zones, came really early for Sheffield. But they're veterans of the game and they know what they're doing.
The bar is loaded. Tim Monigatti, 284 kilos, world record attempt!
And here he comes. He's got a rather high belt position.
Records on the line and cash prizes on the line too. This is worth £5,000 to him.
£5,000 for 5 seconds work.
Well, and all the training he did lead him into it.
Yeah, easy for me to say, right? Big brace. That looks good. Whoa.
Yeah, it was tough, but I think he's got it.
He gets so tight that even when the work comes and he's rumbling and reverberating, another 2.5 kilos might have been too much of an ask. 288.5 as Tim Monigatti of New Zealand looks the best his own world record in the third and final round of squats. He's going to need all these kilos, Joe.
Yeah, he's only 4.5 kilos up, but he had to put some effort in for his second. He's currently behind Johansson on projected.
And this is where Tim's going to gather a lot of his total. Excellent squatter. But if you've been paying attention to his deadlifts, they've risen. He might have a surprise for us. Of course. Doesn't tell the full story. Is he maxing out on squats before he hits those big deads? Because he sure is today.
But even if it was fresh, it was a surprising. He did 345, was it?
That's right.
Training?
Come on, Tim!
Oh, wow.
Oh, that looks as easy as his second.
And Tim Monigatti looks like he has more in the reserves. I take it back. I think that deadlift will be there if he needs it because he has the energy left. In 165 for Tim Monigatti. Tim breaking the world record in the squat event. He's hit 185.
That was in the 83s though.
Ah, yes.
So I was just trying to track down to see where he'd been in this weight class, and I think it's 170.
Well, we're pretty close to that, just 5 kilos off. Now, Carl lost a little ground to Tim on the squats. He's probably going to gain some of that ground in the bench press, and then come deadlifts, we're probably going to be neck and neck, and then we got ourselves a good old-fashioned deadlift battle.
30 seconds.
Personal best at this body weight is coming.
2 to 1, a good lead.
Yeah, he looks in great shape. Not sure what that yellow card failure was. Kept himself in the fight.
And Tim Monigatti, 170, stays on the bar for him.
Same weight, 170.
Take the smaller jump than Calais, and he's lagging a little bit.
New Zealand. Come on, Tim, what have you got?
Yeah, 5 kilo jump for Tim. But for Tim, he knew he's going to come out, gain some ground on the squat, lose a little ground on the bench, and then we'll decide it on the deads.
And this is the most he's benched in this weight class.
Haven't seen a lot of his bench prep. but his strength levels are definitely riding high.
I think he's due a PB today.
Yeah, that move, just like a second attempt should. Conversation. See if you can get that extra 2.5 kilos. It's 2.5 kilos less he'll have to pull. And 175 for Timothy Monigatti of New Zealand.
The jury declined to change that result. So here's 5 kilos more than he's done in the 74 kilo class. But he has looked great today.
Ooh. No, and you had said, look, in the bench press, the wheels fall off pretty quickly.
But we've seen Tim do 345 in training.
Yeah, both these lifters have done 340 and up in training. And Tim Monigatti has revenge on his mind, barely missing that world championship. When people talk about who won worlds, who one-seeded the great Taylor Atwood and beat the GOAT, they talk about Callie Johansson, and lost in the fold is Tim Monigatti, who had the same total and also beat Taylor Atwood. This is his moment.
Of course, since then, Kjell Backelund has gone past with the 800 total.
Oh.
But that is in danger today.
Yeah, and Kjell in attendance.
He has been incredibly impressive today. He's only missed one lift. He missed his last bench. And his deadlift has been moving fast in training.
Sweden to New Zealand. Who is going to take it home? I have got absolutely no way of guessing that right now.
16 kilo jump for Tim. Tim's pulled 345 in training. That's back home in New Zealand. We're a long ways away from there. But the way Tim's been lifting today, I wouldn't doubt him.
Here he comes. I think he can do it.
I think he's going to do it. I think both these gentlemen are going to push over 800. If you're wanting, Carl.
We talk about weight cuts hurting your total. We talk about traveling hurting your total. This is the man proving all that wrong.
Yeah, Tim, Carlina, Evie, they're a different breed though. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that was just as easy as Kelly's.
That looked like a second attempt, not a world record, and that's what you want to see.
People are on the feet. I can no longer see the stage.
And Delaney Wallace nudged into second place now. As Tim looks to take first place and nudge Kaiko and Delaney down. 348.5, Joe, this is a huge deadlift in this weight class.
It's massive. I mean, we've seen him do these weights in training, but taking that huge jump right at the end, extends his own deadlift world record, takes the total world record, and moves him into the lead.
807 as a 74. And temporarily at least in #1 position at Sheffield overall. Tim wants it all.
Could we see our second New Zealand winner? Oh, it was, do you know, it was a heroic attempt.
Yeah. Tim has pulled a lot in training.